What is up, everybody? The Toyman 52 back with another toy review, and today I am going to be reviewing the Red Hood Unmasked and the Azrael figure and the white suit. Both gold label editions. Figures come with swords, things are on fire. Alright, so here are the figures now outside the box. And real quick with the accessories, Azrael, he has his card, right? This is the back of it. And then Red Hood Unmasked. You know, obviously they switched it up where you take pictures, or where they actually showed the figures in the back, which is awesome. I think that's almost a swapper repellent, you know. I really am happy that they're actually showing the figures and people can actually see, hey, this is what the item is supposed to look like, compared to artwork where anything can look like anything, right? So, anyways, moving on from the cards, this is, oh wait, Azrael's sword. You know, it's the same sword we've seen, just I think maybe different paint applied. I'll show some comparison later on. And then he comes with that flame effect, same as he did with that other figure. And actually, before I even move on to him, so Red Hood comes with a sword, right? And this is that, you know, it's slightly more bendable than those Suicide Squad figures, so this is going to be a little bendable. Still nice little design, right? And then he also comes with a crowbar, assuming this is the one he gets beat up with for memories, you know, that's why he keeps it around. And then, oof, yeah, here we go. Now, this sword bended really bad on me, but I guess this is a version where it has flames on. I don't know if it's the flames that are actually weighing it down and is making the sword itself turn, you know, like just curve like this. Really ugly looking. Hopefully it's not gonna always be like that, but I'm willing to bet it will. So now moving on to the figures. Azrael's box likes to tip forward very closely. He's got that white suit, you know, and I like the design. I mean, obviously they're reusing it. It's mostly a repaint, but it's a pretty cool paint job overall. I'm not a fan of the legs. It's just, there's something awkward about it. It looks like he's not even wearing anything, you know. It's, I'm just not a fan of that kind of sculpt, I guess. But it's not too bad. At least it's double jointed. Could have been single jointed to make it worse, you know. But, you know, you get what you get, right? And he's got the boots, you know. Pretty bland, you know. Just a plain black color. And then, you know, he's got his metal, you know, arms, you know, he's got the armor on, right? And, yeah, you know, I love the paint transitions with brown, white, red, you know. Since there's a lot of lines, you know, there's not that many mistakes. Normally, at least, from what I've seen, like with Hasbro, it's just always splotches of paint, like they can never get a line straight. Maybe not too perfect on that corner right there, but I mean, not too bad either, right? And then very nice head sculpt. I like this. Very cool. Back of the figure, you know, you see this gold here and got the crosses, you know. Just overall, I really do like this figure. You know, it's a new version and makes you think he's just a little bit more religious. And with Red Hood, you know, obviously just an unmasked version, right? And it's pretty cool, you know. I digged the first figure that came out, so it's cool that, you know, this was just an add-on, you know, hey, you know, here's another version of Red Hood you can get, and yeah, you know, it's pretty cool. I dig it. So and I like obviously the one where he wears the mask much better, but figure, you know, double jointed as well, double jointed on the elbows and knees. Pretty standard articulation, I think, with all McFarlane figures. And if you've had Red Hood before, you know what you're getting. Pretty nice articulation, though. I'm happy with it. So now I'm going to go and compare these figures to their other releases. Alright, so here is Azrael now next to his previous releases we've gotten through McFarlane. To the left was his original release in the red, and to the right is the Azbat suit, and we're getting another version of that in all silver, I believe. It's on Walmart right now, and I will review that in the future. But close up, just take... These boxes are going to keep tipping over. So yeah, looking close up. Even though it's... Observing it, it's all a repaint, right? But the paint applications are applied so different, it feels like a different figure, you know? I like this. Even I think... Nope. The arms are still the same. I was kind of getting my hopes up, thinking it was different up here, but it's not. For some reason, the band here is silver when this is brown, and I kind of figured this was kind of like supposed to be like an armor piece, but maybe that's just gonna be silver too. I don't know. Kind of weird, but yeah, you know, both are very unique figures and different designs. Even though it's a repaint, you know, they both are unique. This is metallic. This is a little more bland, I think. Not so metallic, I think, on the silver. Here is Azrael now next to his other versions from the Mattel line. We had the DC Superheroes Azrael, and then we had the Azbats. So we never really got a Azrael from Mattel with better articulation. So, you know, I'm glad that McFarlane's really taking stabs at him and making him out there, even though he's also doing Azbats as well. But I do feel that we finally have some good Azrael figures, you know, so I think we're good there. Here is Azrael now next to his version from Arkham Knight, I believe. Kind of going for the same deal here, you know, the white and then the red crosses. Very similar. Obviously, the one from the game is going to look more kind of grimy, more like just beat up and broken down armor, really. So I kind of dig that. I kind of want to see McFarlane do a version of this Azrael next, you know, because I know he's attacking the Arkham games. I heard he's doing Titan Joker now, so that's going to be coming out soon. No images or anything revealed there, but that is coming out soon. And yeah, you know, Azrael, I think, would be something on his list. We will eventually possibly see a Azrael from the Arkham games coming from McFarlane. This was his original sword that he comes with, but this is the one with the red, right? The first release. So those are just like the paint differences. They just made it all silver except for the edge. I don't know if I was showing that. Whoops. But yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. You know, a little less detail, I think. I think it would have been cool to just make the hilt red or do something. But it's not too bad. It's just now makes it seem like there's a lack of paint here. So now here is the Masked Red Hood next to the Unmasked version that we got here. And other than the face, you know, like in the accessories, those are different. One thing I didn't realize was that this version won't have any gun holsters, which makes total sense. You know, why give them holsters if they're just going to be emptied, you know, or sculpt it in. And it's kind of interesting, you know, because a Red Hood without guns, I'm you know, jumping back at what people were saying, that, you know, guns aren't allowed to be sold anymore through McFarlane or gun sculpts. I'm I really hope it's not true, because if this is the case, we will be let down a whole lot more in the years to come. Like, if Red Hood got out and he was able to get his guns and get the holsters, and now we have to transition to only swords, crowbars, things like that, it's kind of a bummer, you know? It just kind of means that there wouldn't be that many figures released with the weapons they're supposed to have. And I think that would affect figures heavily. For DC, at least. I think you just can't go out without guns. I don't know if someone got mad because he did like Grim Knight Batman and had like tons of guns, and someone complained so bad about it. I can imagine that would have been the case. But, you know, Red Hood needs guns. That's it. And yeah, we got some new stuff, and he's a re-release, so I guess that's okay, you know. At least we got the version everyone wants. I definitely prefer the Masked over Unmasked, you know. It's just a better figure overall. And another thing I wanted to point out, you know, is if this is true and we're not going to have guns anymore, then, you know, Todd McFarlane's got to update the hand sculpts on these figures, because they all have trigger fingers. And sure, we can reuse them, but at least give us an option where the figure can hold the weapons that they get included with, match up to what they're holding, you know? Because why am I going to have a trigger finger ready for a sword? Here is Red Hood now next to the DC Multiverse from Mattel Red Hood. This was one of their last figures they did before they were done. So even though Mattel's was good, like I did enjoy the figure overall, McFarlane's is better. You know, I dig the black in the suit. You know, it's really it just kind of pops more as Red Hood to me. And the design, you know, it just, obviously it's going to be so much better because, you know, there's not so many repaints made. But looking up close, and what, this is probably like a 2 or 3 year difference, but we have the Red Hood next to the other Red Hood, Jason Todd, you know. And yeah, like, very unique styles. Both are still worth getting, I think. But, you know, McFarlane definitely wins on head sculpt right here. And he loses because he fell. Might as well, because I forgot to point out, like, yeah, we could have seen holsters like this where, you know, they don't come out, things like that. I don't know if that's something McFarlane's planning on doing. Alright, now here is Red Hood next to Red Hood from Arkham Knight. And obviously he's Arkham Knight in the video game, but in the end, when everyone discovers, of course, it's Jason Todd, he becomes Red Hood, and this is what he ends up looking like. I can also see Todd McFarlane doing this down the line. Whenever he works his way up, I imagine we will start seeing more and more of those characters. So during while I was just trying to make a new pose, Red Hood's arm popped out, and it doesn't seem broken. It seems like you can just plug it right back in. But that is something that I guess does happen. You can have that come right out. But, yeah, I was scared at first. I just broke it, but it might just be a little loose. Might be just mine. But overall, with these figures, I am happy that Mattel has, you know, released exclusives that are easy to get, because I think all gold labels are pretty easy. Between these two, I think Azrael was definitely more better. Even though he was 100% a repaint, he got repainted in the right areas where it mattered the most and where it made it seem like the figure was different. Red Hood is also a repaint, but there's things that are different. You know, it's got missing holsters and it's an unmasked head sculpt, so that's new. So they both got some pros and cons about them. Red Hood's weapons are very flimsy in my opinion. Azrael is nice and sturdy. So if you did have to choose between the two, if you were to come across, because they do end up together at Walmart from the same case pack, I would pick Azrael. But, you know, doesn't mean Red Hood is bad either. I just think that as far as being unique to a character and its different costume, I think Azrael just takes the cake here. But anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and see more cool videos like this. Or don't. Do whatever. Hey, it is what it is. So hopefully McFarlane can elaborate more on guns in the future, if that's a thing or not, if there is just no more weapons for our DC characters and we're just gonna have to recycle from old ones we got from other lines. Hopefully we will find out soon. So I'll catch you all later and see you on my next toy review.